Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. If it's your first time tuning in, hello, welcome, and thank you for dropping by. My name is Jane, and in this channel, we talk about fragrances. Do consider subscribing to this channel to see more fragrance-related videos in the future. Plus, turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And while you're at it, if you like or dislike this video, hit the thumbs button below and do share this video to friends who might be interested. I have an empty tray for you today, and we are going to fill this up with my perfume lineup for the wet and cooler BER-Months of September, October, and November. For December, I have an entirely different lineup. It's a month of celebrations and also one of the coolest months here in tropical Philippines. So I have a different set of perfumes reserved for December and reserved for another video. But for today, I will be sharing with you the fragrances that I am reaching for lately. It has been a little cooler with rainy nights, some rainy days. It is raining today, in fact. Plus, the atmosphere is becoming more and more festive, what with Christmas barely 50 to 60 days away. But before I get right to the fragrances, I quickly want to give a very big shout out to my mentee Valerie for the inspiration for today's video. She was talking about how she switched up her perfumes now that it's the BER-Months and totally gave me the idea to do this top 11. Now, I know that a lot of you guys might be watching from countries with 4 seasons, maybe experiencing fall or autumn at the moment. Some of these fragrances may well be worn for the sweater weather you have out there. And so, from wherever you're watching, if you are interested to see my lineup, this come in no particular order, may I present to you the first fragrance in this list. Zara Femme has always been in my bag lately. As you can see, the writing has been erased already. Yes, this bottle is a little chunky. I should be bringing a decant, right? But I love looking at this colorful yellow bottle. This little pop of color brings sunshine to a gloomy, cloudy, rainy day. This Zara is said to be a dupe for Hypnotic Poison by Dior, which is really popular and hyped at some point. Check out my video on the comparison. So, they have similarities, but I like this one, Zara Femme, better because this isn't Hypnotic Poison, if you know what I mean. This is not as loud as Hypnotic Poison, plus there is no Play-Doh smell in this one. It's just right for my taste and the workplace, so I can totally wear this every day. If you're looking to wear this like how you wear Hypnotic Poison for date nights, I think it was mostly worn for. This isn't much for date nights, but I find that the vanilla here is lovely for cozying up during cooler nights and days. It's comforting even for the people around you who can smell you. Totally office appropriate. I receive compliments wearing this. I have to be very honest though, this being a Zara, this isn't all that long lasting, and projection is only really there on initial spray and then it quickly dies down. Also, the sprayer on this particular bottle needs some work. It doesn't spray all that well. Keep that in mind when you buy a bottle. But for less than 1,000 pesos or $17.90, I personally am willing to let all that go. If you're not, then do not bother picking up Zara Femme. I'm really liking the juice. I overspray and respray to overcome the shortcomings, so to speak. So I'd still say this is totally full bottle worthy and safe to be gifted to your girlfriends who love a good powdery vanilla perfume. Zara Femme Eau de Parfum. Alien Fusion. I have never talked about this perfume in the channel because I've never been compelled to wear this fragrance until recently, when my appreciation for tuberose and all things white florals has evolved. Perhaps my taste has changed because I have a renewed appreciation for this perfume. Even the original Alien is growing on me, the flankers including this one much more so. This is ginger and cinnamon on top, but not too in your face. The spices are quite understated, if I may say. What strikes me more is how woody and ambery this is on my skin and how tamer the jasmine is. In fact, even the tuberose is not all too much. There is a freshness about this, something akin to fruitiness, although no fruit notes in the list. That makes this totally wearable in tropical climate. Not on a very hot day though, but for a cloudy, rainy one, this is going to be perfect. This, by the way, was created by Fanny Bal and Dominic Ropion. Dominic Ropion knows his way around white florals. I think he does white florals the best. Respect. I have to admit that I had initially written this off as another alien flanker I'd likely not like or even love. But as the weather changed and with more rainy days the past couple of weeks, I find that I wear this more and more. Plus, just the red bottle, it's a lively tinge of red. This carries a wonderful sillage and I receive compliments while wearing this perfume well into the second hour of spray. If you're like me who would automatically write this off being an alien perfume and all, well, I urge you to give this one a chance to impress you. Alien Fusion Eau de Parfum. Shalimar Souffle de Parfum. Probably the only Shalimar I will ever own because this does not smell so much like the original Shalimar. In fact, only the powdery, sort of retro vibe of Shalimar is in here. This fragrance, and I've mentioned this before, smells to me like the mother of Casamorati's Lira. This is a citrus vanilla with lots of earthy patchouli and fluffy powdery mask is essentially what this is. This is more straight lace and more prim and proper and mature. Lira is more playful and fun and young and definitely more gourmand. This is really good for cool, rainy nights, dinner out, dressed up kind of situation. The vanilla here is alluring and the trail is captivating. The citrus gives us a fun, airy bounce and adds a refreshing dimension to this perfume. I've worn this about 2 to 3 times since the BER-Months and did quite well on all occasions. Looking forward to wear this more. Definitely one Shalimar flanker to check out, Shalimar Souffle de Parfum. Eau de Parfum. Check out the Gala counter at Rustan's at EDSA Shangri-La if you live in the Philippines. The Gala SAs are simply the best. If you are not expecting to see a freshie in this list, I actually have one. Killians Roses on Ice is my favorite Killian next to Princess. I'm about halfway through this 50 ml bottle of mine and I plan to buy a refill. That's how much I love this fragrance. And these Killian bottles are actually refillable. Inspired by Killian Hennessy's wife's favorite gin and tonic, this perfume has notes of gin distilled with cucumber and rose. This, for so many of you, might be better suited for the hottest of days, but I personally find this more pleasant to wear in daytime BER-Months when the booziness is not super highlighted and more of the rose unfolds. Definitely a year-round wear for us here in the tropics. This bottle has seen so many good wear. The biggest bonus is the amazing longevity on this one. Easily 8 hours on mid-daytime, humid, tropical weather, oversprayed. I still receive compliments at 4 to 5 p.m. from colleagues wearing their masks on. So if you live somewhere tropical, this is a good one to own. I highly recommend this one, totally worth the price. Roses on Ice Eau de Parfum. Yes, I am, and yes, I am delicious. I have been wearing these two together. Again, on rainy days like today or cooler days and nights when I'm feeling particularly partial to gourmand. And if you're somehow put off by the tacky lipstick-looking packaging, please look past this because you might miss out a lot by not trying this out at least. For the price, Yes, I Am is an outstanding perfume. This has an unimpressive, seemingly cheap, fruity opening, followed by a little bit of floral, but wait for the dry down where the magic happens. This essentially transforms into a sweet vanilla perfume with a dash of spice. The spice I get mostly in the dry down with a little bit of milky, caramelly quality, especially as this transitions to the dry down. I layer this with Yes, I Am Delicious, my favorite flanker, for a little bit of chocolate when I'm feeling like it. But Yes, I Am as a standalone is already really pretty. You may not be wowed on first spray or single use. I recommend you spray this in store, walk around a bit, and see how the dry down works for you. Or sample again. I've read comments where this fragrance changes every time and surprises the wearer every single time. Yes, I Am and Yes, I Am Delicious Eau de Parfum. The perfect season to wear something like this to me is the BER-Months. This is vanillic sweet, warm, a little fruity, a little nutty, definitely leans gourmand, cozy, and musky as this dries down. There is a synthetic undertone to this perfume, much like the perfume this is said to be a dupe of, Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. That synthetic quality, in fact, adds to the allure of this scent somehow. I find myself drawn to Cloud Intense whenever the weather is gloomy and cloudy. Cloudy, no pun intended. So this may be a special occasion fragrance to some, but I wear this any day I feel like it. This is my most worn celebrity perfume in my collection. I'm about halfway through this bottle. I don't think you can see the dent from the camera. So I like this more than the original Cloud. If you're interested to know about the comparison, I will link the video up here and down in the description. I do not think this perfume is sold on any department stores here in the Philippines yet, but I will link the IG store where I got this from. In the US, Ulta carries Ariana Grande perfumes. Highly recommend Ariana Grande Cloud Intense for the current climate we are in. Oriana was my birthday gift to myself last year, and I had to stop myself from wearing this for fear of quickly running out. I was literally obsessed with this scent late December to January this year. I used up about a quarter of this bottle in a very short time. Mind you, this is so pricey and I fully intended to scrimp on every drop, but I just can't control myself. Scent-wise, this is in the same general ballpark as the very famous Killian Love Don't Be Shy, said to be Rihanna's favorite perfume, sweet orange blossom gourmand fragrance, but infinitely more wearable in our local weather because of that airy bounce about this. Wore this a lot daytime in December and January, doing the same lately, especially when I needed to feel extra pretty and girly yet luxe and composed. This was a blind buy but a very successful one. Art of Scent carries Parfums de Marly products, including this one. Do yourself a favor, sample this one at least. Feminine most definitely. They say Delina is Parfums de Marly's must-own. Well, this one's mine. Oriana, Eau de Parfum. Next up is one leather fragrance that we in the Philippines can wear, even on a hot day. I particularly reserve this for the BER-Months though. I still find leather, no matter how wearable, to be best worn when it's not extremely hot or humid. Leather, tea, and citrus are the main accords on this one. Very daytime appropriate, tropical weather approved, versatile in my opinion. You can definitely dress this up or down and a compliment getter most definitely. Unisex, though a tad sweeter than some men might like, but that leather in there will definitely appeal to the male in the group. It's a daytime leather scent, so it's a super winner. Little goes a long way. Oversprayed, I only have to spray once before leaving the house and lasts me a good 6 to 7 hours. Memo Paris perfumes are available at Art of Scent if you're interested to get a bottle. Wait for sale season to save up about 20% off on niche bottles from the shop. There's likely one coming for Black Friday. Highly recommend Eau de Memo, Eau de Parfum. Sunset Hour is TBH a big surprise to me. I did not expect to fall really hard for this perfume. I got me this 10 ml and did not expect to finish it in record time. So here I am with a new bottle. Let's take a minute to appreciate this bottle. Simply quaint with a nice peachy tinge to the liquid inside. If you have the same taste as me, I highly recommend you try this one at least. If you love Valentino Born in Roma or scents in the similar category, there is a pretty good chance you'd like this one. This is fruity and sweet yet airy and wearable in local weather. And while Born in Roma is definitely too much for me in local climate, this isn't. Just look at how much I've worn, and this is all me. I haven't decanted or shared this with anyone. I will link my dedicated review down below, and if you're interested to get to know Goldfield and Banks as a brand, I posted a video sampling their discovery set. Do check that one out if you haven't yet. Sunset Hour Eau de Parfum. If you're a woman, this is the only full bottle worthy for me from the brand at the moment. Another lovely bottle, Soleil by Lalique Eau de Parfum. Contrary to the name, which invokes the sun, this isn't a summer fragrance to me. For tropical weather, I find that my wearing experience is best when it's a little cooler, not in the height of summer. This is milk, coffee, caramel, praline, candied almonds, cardamom, and orange with sandalwood and musk. There's a nice contrast between that zingy citrus orange and the warmth of the spices, almond, and the sweet notes. The bright, happy notes contrasting with the warmth of the gourmand sweet notes with a sprinkling of cardamom makes for a fantastic perfume. You'd think this to be complex because of all the notes thrown in, but really this is pretty simple composition-wise, linear, and easy to understand. Not full-on gourmand if you're worried about that. This used to be available at Art of Scent locally, but I have not seen this brand for a while now. Harrods.com carries Lalique fragrances if you're interested. Know how to ship perfumes to the Philippines using ShippingCart. Details in the description down below. In any case, if you ever get the chance to sample or try this one out, I suggest you do. Soleil Eau de Parfum by Lalique. Great to have in your collection. I finally got me a full bottle. I have been keeping this teeny-weeny sample of the Eau de Toilette version, but for the BER-Months, the Eau de Parfum, this bottle over here is simply the best. This is a fruity floral gourmand opening with red currant and pink pepper with floral heart notes composed of rose, jasmine, and peony in equal proportions, and to me, the base is the best. With patchouli that's not nearly noticeable, some musk, and a lovely creamy lactonic panna cotta note that is ever so addictive. You'd want to smell yourself over and over. I discovered this perfume while reviewing Heart Evangelista's perfume favorites, but then this was a love at first sniff for me. This is a very new bottle, as you can see. I do want to quickly give a very big shout out to the Lux Asia SAs at Landmark Trinoma, Sir JM and his boss Sir Rio. You are simply the best. If you ever find yourself in Trinoma, visit the perfume counters at Landmark Department Store located at level 1 and look for either Sir JM or Sir Rio for awesome recommendations and great perfume deals. If you live somewhere tropical and would like a wearable lactonic perfume that doesn't go sour on skin, check this one out. The EDT version is a tad fresher, especially in the opening, and isn't as creamy as this one, the Eau de Parfum. I can see this worn on first dates. This is a flirty, understated, sort of sexy edge that will draw people in. Great for cooler days and rainy, cool nights. Signorina Eau de Parfum. So that's it for my 11 BER-Months fragrance recommendations. If you have a personal favorite or favorites for this season, do share and leave a comment down below. Let us know what fragrances you rock this BER-Months. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are. Smell your absolute best, and I will see you very soon in my next video.